Like I mentioned in my previous videos, groups help you label how you have acquired customers, and groups helps you categorize people that you want to send out email campaigns to. For instance, let's assume we want to run ads to a landing page. Perhaps we are using meta ads and we want to create a landing page that we want to run ads to. Before we go ahead to create the landing page, it's advisable that we first create a group and name that group respectively so that we can then create our landing page. So, in order to do that, let's go to subscribers and let's go to groups, and then this is where we are going to create a new group. So, let's click on create group. So, let's assume we want to create a landing page for let's say we are selling pots, for instance, and we are running meta ads. So, we're going to say meta ads. So, just an example of what you can do. So once we hit create, what we are doing is when we create the landing page, we are associating that landing page with this group right here. So that when we now want to send emails using our Mailerlite platform, we can send emails specifically to the people that we have acquired in this group via the landing page. So now that we've created a group, then we can go ahead to create a site. For instance, let's go and create our landing page, and then we're going to click on create site. This is an existing one, but since we're creating another one from scratch, we're going to click on create site, and this is where we select our site name. You can also say okay, so this is us giving it its relevant name so that we can always remember what that landing page is about. It's about our meta ads. It's about our post landing page with which we are running meta ads to bring traffic to. So you can say something like, to be more descriptive, you can say meta ads post landing page. All right. So here's where we're going to select what we want to create, a landing page or website. So we're going to click on landing page. I'm going to click on save and continue. So this is where we are going to associate that group to this landing page, which means, like I explained before, we are linking that group. Since we want to collect leads, we're going to associate this group that we've created with that landing page. So this is us telling Mailerlite that please, whosoever signs up using that landing page, add them to this meta ads group. I mean this group right here. So we're gonna click on that and we're gonna select that group, and then we're gonna click on continue. So now that we have linked that group with our landing page, this is where we begin the design of our landing page. And Mailerlite has the AI landing page builder, or you can choose to create from scratch, or you can choose to enjoy pre-built landing pages. So in order to make this fast, we should go with a pre-built landing page, and then we can edit the landing page to our taste later on. So like I said, this is just a general overview of how groups work and how to create sites. But let's go create a site from scratch. Let's see what we can do. The purpose of creating a site from scratch is also to help us see the interface and how to design our landing page using Mailerlite. So we're going to click on add a section. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we can edit this if you want. So when you click on that, let's click on okay, see. So if you want to edit the logo, if we have a logo, you can click on that. You can click on upload here so that we can pick a logo our from our desktop or our computer. That's if you have a logo, but since we don't have one that we want to use for this demonstration, we'll just leave it as it is. And this is the home, this is the menus tab, menu bar, and then click on add a section. Then you can click on hero section. You can slide through to see preview templates. So let's click on that so that Mailerlite adds that to our website. Okay, you can just drag that. We're waiting for Mailerlite to add that to our website. As you can see, it has been added to our website. So this is our landing page. So we can edit this to our taste. We can change the colors, we can change the text, whatever we desire to change. For instance, this is not going to be a perfect landing page, just to demonstrate how creating groups and how creating sites on Mailerlite works. So here, let's say something like best, or we can put it in all capital, best pots in the world, non-stick. Or we can, instead of having this, we can just use welcome, and then we can have that here, the best pot in the world stuff. Okay, so you can also work on the text. You can increase font size. Okay, let's use heading. Okay, so if you improve the font size, and then we can go to the next section. So let's edit this. Let's put something like browse. Okay, browse categories. All right, so that's a button right there, and we can also add more sections to the website. Let's add a form in order to allow us collect email leads. Okay, sign up form. All right, so we're gonna drag that into there, and the default is the email, and we can add field, we can add name, we can add, instead of name, let's add first name. Okay, let's add name. You can always edit that, and then let's add last name. So this will be first name, and this would be last name. Or you can rearrange this to bring the email to the bottom. So that way we are collecting their first name, their last name, and their email address. And then we can also edit this to whatever we desire. We can use submit instead. So that's how it works. And then once you set up this landing page and you run ads to it, of course it's going to generate a link that we can use to run ads that we can now use in our platforms, either meta ads, to drive traffic to the landing page. So once we're done editing, we can click on done editing, and then absolutely. So this is the, let's see what we have here. So this is the link that it has generated for us for the landing page, and if we want a fave icon, we can do that. It's just a little logo like this that we have here, or like this, or like this. It's gonna be right beside the name of the website. And if you want to do some more, if you want to go more technical, you want to do some SEO settings, then you can do that. And that's about it. So what we're gonna do next is click on save and continue. So with that, we've created a group. We've also created a landing page. This is the preview of the landing page. And then we've also generated a link. So okay, we can go ahead to edit the landing page title. That's the okay. So the landing page title is gonna be, it's usually an SEO measure, but we can say something like excuse the fact that this is a bit random, it's just a demonstration video. So click on save and continue. And alright, so this is the overview of the landing page, and right here tells us which group the landing page is associated with. And once we hit on publish, the landing page goes live. Alright, so that is how to create a landing page inside of Mailerlite. And when you are in this section, you can also see the analytics overview of the landing page to see how well the landing page is doing. You can see the stats of the landing page, how well people are subscribing into the form that has been created on the landing page. And then here is where you can also set automation rules for that landing page. In my upcoming video, I'll be talking more about automations and forms, but it's just to show you what you can do. And here is where you can see the authentication process, the authentication status of your domain, to see if the domain is ready to send out emails. And when we click on back, you can also see your double opt-in settings. This is where, so currently it's activated by default. This is where you send a confirmation message to your subscribers to be sure that they are signing up into your email list intentionally, not by mistake. So that will also help in your open rates, your deliverability, because it shows that people who sign into your email list are genuinely interested in your services and what you have to offer. And that will also mean that you're going to experience higher open rates and higher engagement in your email list, and that is ultimately also going to improve your deliverability score. Alright, so that's how you create the landing page inside of Mailerlite. Stay tuned for my upcoming videos on automation and forms.